Hey folks, welcome back to another episode of the Straight to the Money podcast, now brought to you by Cowboy Apartment Locating and Matt Knows Texas. I have my good buddy Matt Geis here in San Marcos, Texas, and grateful to be here in person. This is probably the first in-person pod that we've done, and Matt has a big announcement at the top of the show, something brand new that he's kicking off in his business. Matt, tell the people.
So right now I've started a team within my brokerage that's going to allow me to start giving my clients the ability for me to pay for their first 2 hours of movers. So when I got this and received this when I wasn't a real estate agent, I was able to move the biggest things that I couldn't do on my own, like the couch, the dresser, like really heavy things. And then after those 2 hours, I could just move the rest of those boxes on my own. So essentially the most stressful part of the move, I'm able to start taking care of for my clients for free. We have that or gift cards. So that's coming very soon for select properties that I work with.
Now, where are you apartment locating specifically? Which markets in Texas?
It's a made-up word that I call the San Austino corridor. So we go from all the way from San Antonio all the way to Austin and all the cities in between and surrounding.
San Austino corridor. I like that. You have to coin that so that other people can use it. We'll rep shirts. I've been telling Matt, we have to rep the set. We have to rep the set. I have to go to the run club. We have to go to the run clubs, and I have to have Matt Knows Texas, because ultimately what it's about, he's got his dog, big, beautiful golden retriever here, Leo. Leo is making an appearance. He's making an appearance. Here we go. And it's all about brand awareness. And that's one of the things that I think goes underappreciated.
You're really good at that.
Matt asked me, what's in this for you? And the reason why I think it's confusing for a lot of people is because most people aren't go-givers. They want to see an immediate return. But I know that it's a symbiotic relationship, and if I don't see an immediate financial return in the form of revenue, in the form of cash, that I'll be gaining experience, I'll be gaining benefit through osmosis. Because Matt, he's humble about this, but he's actually one of the top apartment locators in the area. Today, I believe you were number 2, moved up on the leaderboard in your brokerage.
For this month so far. It's not over yet, but yeah.
You're humble. I mean, he just got started. It's not been that long.
No, it's been 2-3 months.
This dog over here is making one heck of an appearance.
I got Airbud. Special guest appearance.
Really great dog over here. Makes me want to get a golden retriever. You didn't pay too much for him, though, did you?
I got lucky. So he was the 5th litter and the last dog of that litter. Mm-hmm. And the guy was like, yeah, I'm done. We're not doing this ever again. Please just take him for $400. And I wasn't even going to buy him. I just kept looking at, like, puppy Instagram videos. And I was like, well, I'll just go see one in person. Okay, and then he offered me that. I was like...
Next thing you know was love at first woof. Great dog. One thing that I will note about this 35 corridor from San Antonio to Austin is there seems to be a lot of multifamily properties that are saying they're at 90% occupancy, but from my vantage point, if you're offering 1 to 3 months rent free or prorated out over the year, and you're offering additional incentives on top of that, such as here's a $500 Visa gift card, here's a $500 Amazon gift card, that points to me...
It's worse than that. I've had people give $2,000, $2,500. It's like, wow, this is nuts.
There's some level of distress on the multifamily operator side.
Some of them tell me the truth. Like, I had one the other day tell me they were at 30% occupancy.
What?
30%.
Oh my God.
I'm not joking. They told me that. Yeah.
Can we say which part of Texas this was?
No.
We're not going to say
anything, but they just told me that, and I was like, okay, so y'all gonna be quick to pay me.
Now, one of the things too, because this is the Straight to the Money podcast, we don't just talk about logistics of real estate. We also talk about making money. This presents a huge opportunity for folks who want to get into the game to solve a big problem. You do need a real estate license to apartment locate. Many people may be unaware of that, but in order to do any type of apartment locating for the public, you do need to have a real estate license to collect commissions. However, if you want to be involved in structuring some type of potentially cash offer, like a wholesale deal, to a multifamily property. I actually have no experience in that, but I do think that that is a niche that can definitely be explored right now when you're seeing these properties really kind of do whatever they have to do in order to gain occupancy. I would like to pivot a bit here, though, Matt, and ask you specifically about building your business in the apartment locating space, because we've been talking about this, and I hate to blow it out to the masses there, but you oftentimes get feedback from brokers like there's no money to be made in this.
Oh, I just literally posted on that. So I'm actually training with a guy who has made $100,000 in quarter one. He showed me the receipts. He showed me the rest of the invoiced, like how much they've made this year so far. And there's plenty of other people that have made 50K. You know, some people are making 10 to 20K a month in apartment locating. So anyone who thinks you can't make money here just doesn't know what they're talking about.
One of the things that comes to mind when we talk about making money in real estate is there's multiple ways to skin a cat, is what everyone says, right? But with apartment locating specifically, even realtors and brokers may feel like this is quote unquote below them. But, you know, is 100 grand below you?
at 3 months in? No. Yeah, no.
So we really have to dissect what is the value of our time. And if you're deciding that you're going to do certain opportunities and not others simply because it fits or it doesn't fit the theme of what you set out to do initially, you may be boxing yourself in.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Now, I would like to address something that I think a lot of people are thinking, which is, well, how do I find these apartments that are offering me these 3 months rent, $2,000 gift card? What do I do?
Well, there's programs that you get as being an apartment locator that will help out with that. But the biggest thing is to be doing your research, keep an Excel spreadsheet, be active, be out there. Go to these places in person. There's emails that you receive that will let you know the desperate properties. They'll send them out they'll do a locator marketing email push. But getting the leasing agent's personal phone number, if you build a good relationship enough with them, so they can actually tell you about latest specials that come out. That's how I was able to get someone in an apartment previously wouldn't be able to get in, but because they increased the special, I was able to get his proration to match his budget of what he was looking for monthly. There was only doing that for 10 people, which was cool. So I got him in at the 9th spot, just 2 more left. But you really got to be out there, and it's not a lazy job. You know, people think, you know, you can work whenever you want, but I mean, when you have a business, you can work whenever you want too, but you might just go out of business. The only difference is there's no actual structural place that will actually go downhill. But yeah, you will start to know your city of the best places to go to that offer the best things. So you just really got to get your knowledge up. It's a huge research studying thing.
I'll add to that as well, Matt. You know, I just moved from Santo Domingo back to the U.S., and one of the things that I made a point of is I really wanted to benefit through osmosis, through seeing what you're doing, how you're building your book of business. And oftentimes, especially in the real estate space, the most knowledge that we get is through proximity. It's not necessarily through a textbook or through a presentation. It's through seeing how someone operates. Watching how you operate, it's full force. Hey, we're going to jump into this. We're going to get in front of people, hop on the phone, text, reach out to the apartment complexes, show up in person, you know, talk to pretty much everyone where you're going. And that's the level of effort that's really necessary and has shown me, hey, if you want to be successful in this, it's got to be full force, full bore, 100%.
Yeah, the guy who was training me, who's made 100K in, you know, the first quarter, it's basically you got to be almost 1% more invested or interested than the client. You don't want to go overboard because then you're going to scare them and push them away. But you want to have that level of urgency, you know, just a little bit slightly more. So when they're not, you know, not sure, their day gets busy and they just kind of forget, you can remind them and get them back on the right track and make sure that you're the person they're going to go to, because there's other locators I'm sure that they potentially could work with. But if you're the guy who's getting them the information as soon as they ask for it, which is very, very key, then you're going to be the one that they choose to put on the application and get you paid.
I'll also mention, because we are coming up on time here, very excited. I'm very excited. I think we may be in the process of, and I don't want to say because it may be a little early for this, but we may be in the process of releasing a community for real estate agents, also for people who would like to learn more about the apartment locating space, because really there's a lot of need for this type of information. People want to know how to make money as an apartment locator. People would also like to know, hey, how do I reach out to and connect with apartment locators near me? Is every realtor an apartment locator? That's certainly not true. So that's coming in the next few weeks. This has been another episode of the Straight to the Money podcast. This one brought to you by Matt Knows Texas and Cowboy Apartment Locators. See ya.
See you guys.